How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another new episode of Let's Play The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. I can't get enough of this title screen music. I really can't. It's just so beautiful. But that's not what we're here for. We are in the middle of the fortress. Actually, we're probably about at the end of the fortress, considering we got a heal point. Yep. Yeah. Finally made your way here, did you freaking brats? You! So you finally show your face. Welcome to the newest outpost of the Jaegers in the Lemnon State, kidlets. Did you have fun with all those great traps we left for you? Yeah, barrel of laughs. Thanks for that. More to the point, I'm guessing you're keeping Kurt and Phyllis behind that door, right? Now how about you let them go before I pry off that mask and paint your face with my sword? Haha. Chirp all you want, little chicks. You've come so far not even realizing this would be your grave. How sad. How very like a bracer. Isn't that our line? I have no idea what you guys are trying to accomplish here, but you really backed yourselves into a corner. The heck do you... yeah. Guild reinforcements are gonna be here soon. Once they get here, you're out of luck. Try again, girlies. We smashed your phone. Just how did you make contact with any reinforcements without that? Well... Oh crap, I need to pull out a really good bluff. We contacted the base of the mountain with smoke signals. It's not like we were completely unprepared for an emergency, you know. Stell? What a cute little lie, girlie. It's funny. I was on the roof a little while ago, so why didn't I see any smoke? At all. I guess I picked wrong. I guess that was a little too simple. Either way, you brats are an eyesore. The best use for your skins will be as cleaning rags for our new base. Die! Alright, bring it on, you monster. For the weak won't lose, for the guild! How many hit points does Mr. Jaeger have? 8,310, a little more than I expected. Might as well whack them with these, that way we can start charging them up again. That kind of hurt. Of course, he has no elemental weaknesses. So I win. He can hit pretty hard, I'll say that. Better start healing up a little bit. This might actually be a tough little fight here. 1, 2, 3. Apparently our Jaeger is German. Try and keep up with this. He buffed himself. That's never good. And he buffed himself again. Do some chaining. Ow. You know, for a training exercise, this is pretty intense. Almost got him. Let's see here. A little over 1,000 to go. Buffing. I don't know if this is going to be enough or not, but we're going to try. Ah, we can't. Try hard break. Not quite enough. Almost enough. Haha! He wasted his last move. Pokey pokey. And a lace. Pokey pokey. There we go.
Piece of cake. We won. But the way he fights. Yeah. You noticed too, Estelle? It's like... You guys sure are good at being tricked. You guys were great. What a beatdown. Oh, crap. More enemies? No. Come on, I'm not even changing my voice anymore. Don't tell me you can't figure it out. That voice, girly yet tough. No way. Karna? Bingo! Annalise, Estelle, it's really been a while, hasn't it? A while, yeah, but what are you doing in a Jaeger suit? Wait, that mean that the guy over there is... Grant? Hole in one. Hey, you two, great work. Great work? Wait, do you mean this was all... And at last, comprehension dawns. Estelle, Annalise, excellent work on your final training course. Final training? So, everything since last night's attack has been a performance? Exactly. This is a long-standing La Locale tradition. The idea is to put trainees in a life-threatening situation in order to see how well they utilize their newly learned skills. Are you frickin' kidding me? When Kurt told us your finals were coming up, we rode our butts out here from Libero to help out. It was a lot of fun. Fun? Oh, you guys are all the worst! Seriously, we really thought it was hitting the fan. We were out of our minds with worry. Well, that was part of the point, in fact. And just so you're aware, real Jaegers would not have been half as gentle. Well, I know it's hard for you two to imagine since the Jaegers are barred from operating in Libero, but across the rest of the continent, bracers and Jaegers are at each other's throats almost constantly. So most bracers have to be prepared to fight in life-threatening situations at any moment. We want to make sure Liberalian newbies get a chance to experience that. I know it seems rough, but we're not being mean just for cruelty's sake. That's no fair. How am I supposed to go on a good complaining jag after hearing something like that? Yeah, no fair. Well, looks like you're finally done beating the stuffing out of one another. Ah, Phyllis. Phyllis was in on the conspiracy too? Aw, can't trust any of you. Now, conspiracy is a bit much. They said they needed me for your test, so I worked hard to remember my lines. I made a perfect tragic lodgekeeper heroine, if you ask me. Yeah, we were totally fooled last night. Haha, excellent work, you two. And here's the last little liar. You were all in on it? So I'm guessing the telephone... Yeah, that was an old piece of junk I had lying around. I kept the real phone somewhere safe. I've already remounted it, so no worries. Actually, I was supposed to be a hostage myself and not show up today, but, well... I really wanted to see you use the new orbments. Man, you guys seriously covered every angle. I guess it's our fault for getting tricked, huh? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah. If you think about it rationally, a lot of stuff didn't make any sense. It just shows how far we have to go, I guess. Don't be too hard on yourselves. As Karna and Grant said, the point of this exercise was to give you a life-threatening experience to work through with your skills. In that sense, the exercise has been a runaway success. Now then, Annalise Elfried. Yes? Estelle Bright. Yes, sir. As of this moment, you have completed the La Locale training program. You have learned a great deal over the past month. So then, tomorrow we're... 2 tickets on the next flight to Libero have already been arranged for you. Nothing more will happen tonight, I promise, so rest easy. Terrific! Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduate...
I love tripping over my own tongue. Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduates and stuff them properly at a nice big farewell party. Meanwhile, Liberal Kingdom, location unknown. Isn't that... Nope. I don't know who that is. Oh, what a lovely little hideaway. The professor's taste remains excellent, as always. You're late, Campanella. My, Mr. Bladelord. Hello. It's been so very long. The last 6 months were so dreadfully dreary without you. I doubt you mean that. I understand you handled the attacks on those bracer guilds in Erebonia. You must have enjoyed playing with Cassius Bright. Aw, you heard about that already. There goes half my fun. But oh yes, the man was incredible. There's no way he could have known about me, and yet he always managed to put together a proper counter to everything I did. As a result, I broke one of our Jaeger Corps, I'm afraid. You broke Jester, huh? I did train them to some degree, but normal men do have their limits. I suppose throwing them up against the Divine Blade was too much to ask. Oh, such men. But hey, I managed to keep him tied up until your little sabotage mission was completed, so all's well that ends well. Ooh, wait, I'm sorry. You were looking forward to having fun with him yourself, weren't you? Huh. A little. But the blade has been bound by the chains of duty. There's no longer any hope of stopping us through official means. He is no longer a threat. Looks like the professor's plan succeeded brilliantly. The other members are already in Liberal, then? Yes, we all conferred for the first time yesterday. Blue Blanc has apparently been here for a while, however. The Phantom Thief, the Dire Wolf, the Bewitching Well, Bell, and the Angel of Slaughter. All of them powerful, and not a normal one in the lot. Mind you, you're not exactly one to be talking on that score, Ooh, speaking of the hopelessly crazy, what about him? Is he still playing hard to get? This is going to be so much fun. Out of all the enforcers, he's the finest undercover operative we have. Well, had. I wonder how long he can evade the sight of Bladelord and the Faceless. It is hard he abandoned the Society years ago, with all that entails. I doubt he'll be able to pose any real threat. Now, I'm not sure I'd say that. Hello, Campanella. Good of you to come all this way. You have my sincere thanks for your excellent work in delaying Cassius Bright. Haha, it was no trouble. It was a fun bit of work, in fact. Speaking of fun, though, I must say I've taken a look at your plan. It seems like you're preparing to have quite a lot of fun. Well, well. Such praise from the fool. I'm flattered. I think you'll find it to be even more enjoyable in practice. Compounding your delight will be the fact that everyone participating is pursuing their own individual goals as well. Myself included, of course. Even our fine, silver-haired friend here has his own plans in mind. I won't deny it. I'll kindly ask you not to imply anything about my loyalty, however. Now, it was merely a jest, nothing more. Oh, I see. There's more than meets the eye here. I do so love such games. Well, either way, your bad taste has a special kind of artistry to it, Professor. As for me, I'm going to make sure I enjoy myself. Come now, bad taste. You wound me. Regardless, you're free to watch the plan unfold to your heart's content. You are, after all, a representative of the Grandmaster. Oh, I intend to. And so Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, enters the audience. Well, Weissman, I shall enjoy watching the Anguius' gospel plan unfold to the very end. Crap fan. Meanwhile, Erebonian Empire, southern regions, 120 siege from the Libaran border. Karen, I'm home. Hey! Joshua, where did you go? Hugh, good, here you are. Yeesh, don't freak me out like that, running off on your own. Why did you follow me? I told you, I have personal business here, and you did not need to come. Oh, thanks. Real cute with the gratitude there. And after I ran out here to look for you. Yeah, plus being all, hey, mind your own business. That's like asking us to follow you. Don't quite get the interest, though. Nothing but burned out shells and ruins here. Place looks old, too. We lived up on the Northern March a few years back, but I never heard anything about a town in the south burning to the ground. Bit of a shock, this. What was this village called, lad? Hamel. That's what it was called, once. Hamel? Never heard of it. Kyle, you ever heard of it? Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. You got anything, Don? Hang about a second. The Imperial government might have said something about a Hamel way back when. No, been too long. Can't remember what it was about. Real help, bro, thanks. My business here is done. I thank you for coming out here, even though it doesn't really concern you. Well, it's no big, but mind if I ask something? You're acting way differently than the first time we met. You aren't leading us on or anything, are you? That's a little ironic coming from you. As I seem to recall, you were putting on quite the performance when we first met. What I used to do was not really all that different. What? So what? Is this the real you or something? The real me. If you want to think of it that way, you can. The point is, I'm hardly a bracer any longer. And I'm certainly not the young junior bracer you remember. We're obviously missing some details, but I can respect the fact that you have your own reasons for doing what you do. Besides, you seem a bit easier to trust now, what with being more honest in a way. Not quite like before when you were wearing a sheep's skin, I'd guess you'd call it. Besides, we owe you for saving us from the Royal Army. We'll let your little insolences slide for now. You hardly need to let anything slide. I saved you because I require some useful pawns. All I need is for you to work enough to pay that debt back. Yeah. You really have a thing for getting the last word in, don't you? Well, it doesn't matter to us. Your plan is exactly what we needed anyway. We'll be making plenty of use of you, too, Mr. Chessmaster. As you wish. Simply remaining in my company puts you in a great deal of danger. I will support you to the best of my ability through what is to come. To the best of... Fit! Ungrateful, unreliable, and uncute. And to think I thought, even for a second... shut it! Just drop it, okay? Yosette, calm down. The point is, we're allies until we all achieve our goals. We'll be counting on you, Joshua. Yes, as am I with you. Well, shall we head out? Yes, let's return. To the land being swallowed by the creeping shadow. To the barrel. End of the prologue. A lot happening. Well, this seems like it's pretty much as good of a place as any to wrap this episode up. We're probably going to get a lot of dialogue ahead. What the hell, we'll go through the first scene. Dios, that was one heck of a trip. If it's much further, I think my legs are gonna pop off. Well, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Ah, thank the goddess! If you told me they were only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right about now. Really, Father Kevin, you're being a little too humble. I can tell you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Ah, Kazing! Read like a book. A children's book at that. Well, it's no big if you figured it out. We're close to the Oslis family anyway. Oh, speaking of my job, the thing the mayor of Ruan had. Ah, the Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being kept safely secured using the prescribed methods. We can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Perfect. Perfect! Thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier. Mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Yes. Follow me. Well now, would you look at this? I imagine even the church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this, yes. This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like. The Queen has given her permission. Please, if you understand any of this, share your thoughts. So this is the Ring Guardian that was in the report, huh? It's kind of similar to the robot excavated in Calvard, but... Ah, I wish I could have seen it moving. And this... This thing's an artifact from the last years of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which makes it at least 1,200 years old. It's clearly the core of the structure, but there's no clear indication as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. They work on the same principle and energy as an orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us, at least. The church refers to these as gifts from the goddess given too early. And over here is... So, just after the black orbment you called the Gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were in here were set into the floor? Yes, all 4 pillars set into the floor like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not even sure what it means, if anything. Okay, so a seal on the I never did get good at repronouncing that. Aureole. A gospel was used. And then the device and here spoke of device towers and a second barrier. I think I'm kind of starting to see what kind of system was at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah, well, call it a gut instinct at this point, but I think this was some sort of gate. Gate? Bingo. Call it a gate on the trail that leads to the goddess's treasure. And the thing that opens it is a black key called the Gospel. If you think about it like that, the Aureole being AWOL makes a lot more sense. But where's this trail of yours then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Ah, think a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes or normally walk. It could be the septium veins that run through the earth. Or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead to the Aureole. Chapter 1, Sneaking Shadows. Aw, we don't get to enjoy the banquet scene? That's no fun. Here we are, disembarking, and we're walking, and we're stopping. Phew! Being on an airship for over half a day is kinda tiring, huh? I know how to stretch our legs, though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Estelle? Hello? Oh, yeah. You're right, we should go say hi to Elnok. Hey, are you... Estelle, you've got a case of the nerves, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't know why, either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went to training, but now... Somehow thinking that I'm really going to be a full bracer now is making me really, really antsy. Heh, I get it. You're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement? Huh? You've grown way, way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just in, like, the whacking stuff with a stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, and you make better judgments. And now you're about to start hunting down the mystery creeps who want to doom us all or whatever. And you're gonna bring Joshua back. I bet all that's only just now sinking in for you. Yeah, when you put it that way, that is how I'm feeling. I'm such a dimwit. I'm like a mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up at how big the mountain before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it? No way! If anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, you can only climb it one step at a time anyway. Even if I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. That's more like it. Okay, are we gonna head over to the guild? Let's go. I see. Both of you have done well. Well then, here's your reward, based on your performance during training. We get paid for training? Not that I'll complain, but are you sure? Naturally. It is part of your job, after all. It won't be a problem so long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right, I'll do my best. Receive payment for general training. Payment Mira 2,000. Gain bracer points 2 plus 10. Current rank is Bracer G class. It does seem like you two had quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was. I learned a lot. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to go again. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remained at the training grounds, correct? Yeah. Karna and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. They said they won't be back for a while. I think I get what Elnan is poking at, though. The guild's down 3 full-skilled bracers now. We're gonna be really busy from now on. And on top of that, Cassius is still devoting all his time to the military, right? Oh, yeah. If I remember right, he's currently working out of Lyston Fortress. Cassius, Brigadier General, right, has been welcomed back into the army, and is now the head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. What? He's the head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand it, that was the original idea, but Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seems to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. The future? Entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. Well, I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know? That's gonna mean we're down our S-rank hero, though, too. I think it's safe to say we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on. However, at the same time, we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right. You mean the Society. Did they start to do stuff while we were away? No, they've done nothing. Obvious. But that is, admittedly, how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in the wild beasts and monsters in various regions. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Elnan? I hope it isn't what I think it is. To start with, heretofore undocumented types of monsters are showing up all across the country. Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just 'cause? Oh man. It's definitely the Society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble. Calm yourself, Annalise. We still don't have enough evidence to be certain of anything. We do know one thing, though. Things definitely began happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports come in particularly the day after. Aw, crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. And I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. A response? Ah, you two are here already? I wanted to meet you at the port. Shara! And Agate, too. This is a surprise. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. Heh, you two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you too, Shara. And Agate, hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. The old man told me about Joshua, you know. I'd heard you were pretty broken up over it. But you seem back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point, though, why are you two together? Good question. I should get a camera. This is like seeing a king penguin. Oh, really? It isn't that rare, you two. Gotta admit, we don't work together that often, Sherazard. Actually, Sherazard and Agate are here to begin a special mission. I asked them to come here today for a specific reason. A mission?
Indeed. They will be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Wait, like chasing down their agents and stuff? Isn't that dangerous? I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific, though. We're barely even certain the Society exists at this point, you realize, despite what Cassius says.
We're gonna be wandering all across Libero, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not gonna be the most exciting job ever, is the point.
Oh, I get it. I guess groping around in the dark is the best we can do right now, huh? So I'm guessing you want us to tag along? Yes. I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Scheherazade and Agate. The plan is to have Shera and Agate investigate different areas separately. I would like for them to have a partner, though, just in case the Society really is as dangerous as we think it is. Okay, so one of us helps Shera, and the other helps Agate? Exactly. Are you willing to assist? You bet we are. I was going to go looking for the Society on my own anyway, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I could just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you. I'm glad we have the help. Well then, the remaining hurdle would be the team formation. I'd be fine with either of you, really.
We all know each other, basically. You two figure out how it'll work out best.
Of course you have to push the decision onto us. What do you think, Annalise? How should we do this? Well, this might be kinda irresponsible of me, but I think it might be best if you decide, Estelle. What? You've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Annalise. Well, look at you, Annalise. When did you learn to talk like a professional? Hey, leave it to me.
Either way, girl's got a point. Shera and I are the same rank, but the ways we fight are way different. I barely use arts except for support once in a while. I focus more on cutting things down with my sword. And I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and orbital arts. You can't really go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind that being a bracer involves much more than just fighting, though. Think hard and choose the partner you think matches you best.
Well, then I'll
pick Shera.
I thought so. Well then, we'll work together. I'll be expecting great things from our newest full bracer, mind. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. So that means I'll go with Agate. I'll do my best, I promise.
I'll be counting on you. Anyway, now that that's sorted, the next step is figuring out how we're gonna wander the country looking for shadows.
Any thoughts, Elnon? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I received pleas for aid from the Rouen and Bose branches today. Rather desperate sounding ones at that. That makes some sense with both Grant and Karna being away.
Annalise, you're familiar with Bose, right?
Well, duh, I am a Bose kid after all.
We'll handle the junk at the Bose branch then. I've got some business up that way anyhow.
That's right, your hometown is Ravenue Village. Need to make a quick trip home?
Something like that.
We'll head to the Rouen branch then. Is that all right with you, Estelle? Of course. Man, I wonder how everyone in Rouen is doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone.
Right then, we'll head out ahead of you. Yo, Estelle.
What?
There'll be times when you gotta put your foot down, be stubborn, and push yourself. But remember, you're a woman too. You can rely on others and admit your weakness.
What? What the hell? Are you making fun of me because I'm a girl?
No, that ain't... Damn it, I'm bad at this. Look, men are big dumb oafs who are too friggin' stubborn to ask for help for their own good. 95% of the time. Me, your old man, Joshua, we're all like that. Society kinda expects it, you know? We're all stubborn idiots, for better or worse. You can't change that no matter what you do. My point is, there's no reason for you, a woman, to get stuck thinking like that. Don't forget to ask others for help when you need it. You've got a lot of friends out there. Make use of them.
Agate. I'll remember that. Thanks.
Oh-ho.
Showing your soft side for once, Agate. I'll give an A for effort at least. Yeah, hold the presses. I need to get my jaw off the floor. Even Agate can be nice to girls. Sorta. My Dios does grant miracles.
The heck's that supposed to mean?
It's a joke, really. Guess this is goodbye for now, Estelle. Annalise, thanks for going with me on my training. Shara asked you to come along with me, right? I've been found out like a pie thief in the night. Shara said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well around would help you sort out your feelings. So yeah, she asked me. I thought so. But don't tell her everything! Hey, what's wrong with being upfront at this point, right? But the real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself, too. And I really do think I learned a lot by training with you, Estelle. So I gotta say it, too. Thank you, Annalise. And, okay, deep breaths. I know you might think I'm weird for saying this, but... Huh? I, like to think we're already friends, but, well... I'd like it if you and me, Estelle, if we became something more.
What?
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No! Don't try to stop me, Shara. I'm serious. I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my.
Really? Right here? In public? You've got to be friggin' kidding me.
I know I'm a couple years older than you, Estelle, but we've totally spent about the same amount of time in the guild. And you know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to something like this. So, what do you think? I'm really happy, and I think my heart is racing out of my chest. But this is kind of a surprise, to say the least. Besides, there's Joshua. There's kind of some issues on a couple fronts, or more than a couple, or rather, I don't, Joshua, what does he have to do with this? And what problems would there be on a couple fronts if we became rivals? Rivals? Yeah! We're about the same age, about equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us both try to reach even higher, but you don't actually like the idea, do you? Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. As unpredictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Punchline? Well, if that's what you meant, all right then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfade. Consider the gauntlet thrown in your face, even. Sweet! All right, step 1. A race to see which of us can reach Agate and Shara's level first. Bring it, Sword Brain. I'll leave you eating my Bracer Point dust.
Oh boy. I do believe we are in for some amount of peril, my good Mr. Crossner. Yeah, seriously. Nothing scarier than a couple kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia, bound for Roland. All passengers, please embark immediately. Hey, that's our cue. Alright then, see ya. Remember, you find anything, contact us through the guild. We'll do the same.
Of course. See you, Annalise. Agate, stay safe. Yeah, good luck, Estelle.
Oy, 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 oy.
Okay, then. Should we finish our check-in and wait for the next Rouen-bound flight? Yes. The ship bound for Rouen should be arriving soon. We could also do some shopping here in the capital, though. It's your first time back in a month, after all. No, that's fine. I can get what I need in Rouen. Let's finish checking in.
Ha. Right.
The tickets should be available in the lobby of the Landing Cord Company building. Let's go. Oh my god, I have control! Well, a lot happened. And we're officially heading out in Chapter 1. But we've been going for quite a while, so I'm going to end this episode here. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and favorite. Throw any feedback you may have in the comments below, as I'll always look forward to hearing from you. We'll see you again next time on another new episode of Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter. Farewell.